there is my audience. Okay. Today I'm going to be telling you all about the population decline in honeybees. So we're talking about this creature right here. We're not talking about wasps or borer bees. We're talking about this honeybee. And here's the scientific name. I'm not going to try to say that, but it is on there. Okay. Something you all might not realize is 1 out of every 3 mouthfuls of the American diet is a product in some way of a honeybee. So these honeybees are obviously very, very important to our food supply and to our agriculture. And they are dying. So there's multiple reasons that they are dying, and that is pesticides, habitat loss, and disease. So we all know that pesticides are meant to kill insects so that they don't take over the plants, eat them all, and then we don't have any agriculture. But there are some pesticides that are more harmful to bees than others, and these are called neonics. Neonics will actually kill the bee on contact, and in very small exposures, it can hurt their ability to navigate, to forage, and to reproduce. So it makes them really fuzzy, not be able to reproduce. It just really, really weakens the bee in general. These neonics can also spread very easily through water in the soil. So whenever there's flowers, and obviously they're going to soak up water through their roots, and then the bees come and try to get the nectar and pollen from these flowers, it's going to be poisonous because of these neonics. So not only do they hurt the bees, but they hurt their pollen and nectar that they're trying to get as well. Bee colonies are a lot stronger and healthier whenever they have a more diverse group of flowers to collect pollen from. But because of habitat loss, they are not having as much exposure as they need. So they're missing out on a lot of nutrition. It's kind of like us, if we don't eat all of our, servings of fruit and vegetables that we need in the day, then we kind of have to use something else to make up for that. So like a vitamin or something. A lot of beekeepers will do the same thing, and they use artificial sources to meet the nutritional demands of the bees. They often use sugar syrup, corn syrup, and pollen substitutes. We all know the fake stuff is not going to be as good as what's coming from nature. So that it does help their nutrition, but it's not as good as it should be. A honeybee's natural predator is going to be a mite, and these mites will carry pathogens that spread disease among the bees. These bees are already weakened because of the pesticides that's making them fuzzy, making them not be able to reproduce, and then if you take away some of their nutrition, they're obviously going to be even less healthy. So these diseases are very easy to contract from these bees, and then you go to one bee gets the disease, goes to the colony of bees, all those bees are weak, very, very easily spreads. So before you know it, the whole colony is gone. There's also 1/4 of bee deaths from disease that can't be traced to mites, and researchers are stumped because that's quite a bit of death from disease, and to just not know what it's about. They just have no clue what disease this is, what they're getting it from, so they're still trying to figure that out worldwide. You're probably wondering, okay, I'm going to show you this right here, so you can kind of put this into visual about how big of a problem this actually is. So this is production of beehives in the United States of America from 1961 to 2017. So that's how much it's declined. That is quite a bit. So if you're still not knowing why this should pertain to you, I'll tell you. If you like apples, cranberries, melons, blueberries, or almonds, you should care about this, or any other fruits and vegetables, or if you just like to look at flowers. These are all products of bee pollination. So without bees, none of these things would exist, or they would be produced at a much lower rate because these bees would not be pollinating the ground with these seeds. To help, you can create a safe space for the bees, so you can plant some flowers, not spray any pesticides, and the native bees in your area will thrive. You can also encourage anyone you know to do this. Northeast State actually did this. If you're walking out of the General Studies building, there's a little bee garden on the ground. So Northeast even did it, so you guys can do it too. Here's my audience one more time. Thank you.